If you're trying to start a business in LA, the opportunities are huge, but so are the mistakes that you can make if you don't follow California's rules to the letter. From name registration to avoiding public privacy slip-ups, the process isn't as straightforward as it looks. So in this video, I'll walk you through how to start your LLC in Los Angeles the right way, step by step, so that you don't waste time, money, or your business reputation. Even something as simple as your business address could come back to bite you if you don't do it right, and we'll cover why that is in a bit. But first, let's talk about why Los Angeles is a good place for an LLC. Los Angeles isn't just a city, it's a massive, opportunity-filled business hub with over 10 million residents and steady economic growth. The city's diversity and global reputation make it easier for startups to connect with customers, partners, and investors. Setting up an LLC here gives your business not just local credibility, but also strong legal protection under California law, and you get access to programs designed to support small businesses and entrepreneurs in LA. But first, you need a name that fits the LA scene and follows all the state rules. So let's tackle that here next, because getting the right name is really a make or break first step. But before we jump in too deep here, here's one thing to keep in mind. So starting your business, it should be exciting, but not overwhelming. But forming an LLC on your own, that can get confusing fast with all the legal forms, rules, and easy to miss details. Now, I will walk you through everything in this video, but if any part of this feels confusing, I've got a favorite LLC service that makes the whole process super simple and stress-free. It's guided, beginner-friendly, and it only costs $39. So if you hit any bumps along the way in the video, just go ahead and click right up here to get step-by-step help setting up your LLC the easy way. That all said, let's get back to naming your Los Angeles LLC. So picking your LLC's name sounds easy, but LA's competitive business scene means getting it right is crucial. California requires your name to be totally unique, not just a minor twist on an existing one. It must also include LLC or limited liability company, and avoid restricted words that imply government or banking ties. Also, don't try to get clever with punctuation. If there's anything too similar that's registered statewide, you'll need to choose another anyway. Now, the best move is to check your name's availability using the California Secretary of State's Business Entities Search, which is linked to below, along with every other resource included in this video. Now, if your favorite name's open, but you're not ready to file right now, we'll just reserve it for 60 days. And think about a name that really truly fits LA, right? Branding is everything here. And once your name's set, you're ready to move on, but be careful though, because the registered agent step can impact your privacy way more than you might expect. Now, in Los Angeles, every LLC needs a registered agent, which is a person or service with a real California street address who can reliably accept legal documents and official mail for your business. Now, you could be your own agent, you can appoint a friend or hire a pro, but here's the catch to that. So whichever address is listed, it goes straight onto the public record. And in a city as big as LA, that means, more junk mail, much less privacy, people coming to your house or your business, whatever. That's why so many LLC owners, they prefer to get a professional registered agent service. Now, personally, my preferred provider is Northwest Registered Agent. They're known for their strong privacy protections, excellent customer support, and straightforward pricing. If you hire them to help form your LLC, the cost is only $39, which is lower than a lot of competitors as well. And get this, you can use their business address on your public filings, keeping your home address private and cutting down on spam mail. Now, if you want to check them out, just go ahead and click right up here to learn more. Now, choosing the right agent, that is about more than checking a box. It keeps you compliant, protects your privacy, and really ensures that you never miss an urgent notice. But next, let's get your Los Angeles LLC on the record with the state by filing your Articles of Organization, which is kind of like the birth certificate for your business. This document asks for your LLC's name, an LA street address, no PO boxes, your registered agent's details, management style, so whether your LLC is managed by members or managers, and a brief business purpose. Now, you can file online, by mail, or in person, but online is usually the quickest, and the state filing fee is only $70 total to get this done. Now, once it is filed and approved, you're officially recognized and ready to do business. Now, a quick warning here, make absolutely sure that every detail is accurate because mistakes in your paperwork can mean delays or extra costs. And don't forget your LLC will owe a minimum $800 franchise tax in California every year, starting with the year that you file. Now, once approved, you'll get a stamped copy back from the state, and just like that, your LA LLC legally exists. Now, next up, we'll talk about why creating an operating agreement is a big deal in LA, even if you're flying solo. So for your Los Angeles LLC, an operating agreement is a core document that lays out how the business will run, who owns what, how profits are shared, how decisions are made, and what happens if someone exits or if the business closes shop. California requires every LLC to keep an operating agreement, whether it's for solo owners or partnerships, so it's an important part of your records. If your business is simple, you may not need a lawyer for this, thanks to dozens of online templates and AI platforms that can quickly generate an operating agreement tailored specifically to your situation. Just make sure to fill in your official business name, your management structure, initial member contributions, decision-making process, and how you'll handle changes down the road. Keep the signed agreement with your records. You don't have to file it with the state or anything like that. But with your operating agreement set, you're ready for the next crucial step, which is getting an EIN so that your LLC can pay taxes, open a business bank account, and hire staff. So your EIN is your employer identification number, and it's basically like a social security number for your business. Now, this free number from the IRS, it lets you file taxes, hire employees, and open a business bank account, and even apply for licenses. Now, even if you're a single owner LLC with no staff, banks and most credit card companies will ask for this before you do any business. Now, applying is simple. Just fill out Form SS4 online at the official IRS site. And once you have completed that and submitted it and everything, once you are approved, your EIN is ready instantly if you apply online. And don't skip this step, because using an EIN rather than your personal social security number helps protect against identity theft and a lot of other issues. It just helps keep everything organized too. Now, with that checked off, it's time to tackle the paperwork for your LA business's statement of information. And this is the key to staying legit in California's records. Now, every Los Angeles LLC is required to file a statement of information with the California Secretary of State within 90 days of being formed, and then every 2 years going forward. This document updates your business address, your ownership, management, and registered agent, plus a few details on your business activities. Filing costs only $20 and can be completed online for maximum convenience. And missing the deadline can trigger a $250 penalty, and in the worst case, lead to your LLC being suspended. But compliance is more than just a single form. Now, in Los Angeles, you'll also need to keep your business tax registration certificate, or BTRC, with the city up to date. Now, most businesses must register and renew their BTRC annually, and costs are usually between $50 to $150, or a small percentage of gross receipts, with exemptions possible for very small businesses. Now, depending on industry, you might need extra permits, like a health permit for restaurants, or a seller's permit if selling taxable goods, or special environmental or zoning clearances too. And keep in mind that all California LLCs owe an $800 annual franchise tax, even if you don't generate income. Now, staying on top of all these requirements, these filing, licensing, taxes, and renewals, guarantees that your LA business remains protected, compliant, and set to grow. Now, next, let's break down exactly what you'll need to budget, both to start your LLC and to keep it legal each year. Okay, so let's start with the startup costs. So your first year, required, your California Articles of Organization, that's $70 state filing fee. Also, your initial statement of information required, that's $20. Los Angeles Business Tax Registration Certificate required, $50 to $150 depending on your business type and projected receipts. From there, your California LLC annual franchise tax that is paid after formation, $800 required. Next is optional. That's Northwest Registered Agent Service. That's $39 for the LLC formation and 1 year of free registered agent service if you choose their help. Then another optional thing, name reservation, that's $10 if you need it. And then sometimes optional, depends on your business, industry-specific permits and licenses. That could be $0 to $500 depending on your business. So your estimated total initial cost, most LA owners, you can expect to pay around roughly $1,000 to $1,500 to start your LLC, depending on your license and permit needs. Now let's talk about the ongoing costs, so your annual costs after that. So the California franchise tax required $800 every year. Statement of information that's biennial at that point, that's $20 every 2 years. Your registered agent renewal, that's Northwest Registered Agent after the first year, $125 per year. Then the Los Angeles BTRC annual business tax, $0 to $150 roughly, depending on your income level. And then license and permit renewals, that really varies, $0 to $200 based on your business type. So your estimated ongoing annual costs, most businesses probably around $800 to maybe $1,300 per year, depending on your permits and things like that. Now, again, to help with all this, I do advise you to use a service like Northwest Registered Agent, which you can click, again, right up here to check out, as they'll really help you stay in compliance year after year while you focus on the most important thing, which is running a profitable business. Now, if you have any questions for me or you're a little bit confused about the process, no problem at all. Please just drop a comment below. I do check the comments myself, and I'll do my absolute best to help you out as soon as possible. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.